Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota 4Runner Limited 7-passenger in the color gray or underground. Let's take a look. Starting up front here underneath the hood is where we have the 4-liter V6 engine automatic transmission. Gets up to 270 horsepower, 278 pound-foot of torque. We have towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Payload up to 1,495. Up front, LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, and your fog lights. If you look just beneath those, you'll find this little round spot just underneath each one. This is your front parking sensor. As you get further along here, we have your 20-inch alloy wheels, factory running boards. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and cameras on the bottom, as well as puddle lamps, which contribute to the surround view camera effect. As you move back here, rear windows have factory tinting. We have that limited trim level badge on your rear columns. Silver roof rails up top. Approaching the back, across your rear bumper, we have your backup parking sensors. You've got your trailer hitch receiver here, and your spare tire is mounted on the bottom. Across the back here, we've got your logos, and underneath that is your backup camera. This is also where you go to reach to release your hatch. Simply press the button and lift upwards. Inside here, we have both second and third row seating. Second row seating has a 40-20-40 split, which means that this middle section is able to move separately from each side. If you do not release the little trigger right underneath the rear headrest, it will simply move as if it was a 60-40 with the left-hand side here to have those two halves work separate from one another. Simply release the handles on the top outside corners of the seats in order to lay them down flat, such as the third row seating is currently laid now. This, of course, extends your cargo space way forward into your cab and gives you a huge amount of storage. Even with your second row up and even with your third row up, we still have this very ample stretch of space behind both rows. The third row has a split 50-50 straight down the middle here, and again, you can release using the handles on the top outside corners. You can see it clearly on this one. On this side, we do have the 4Runner carpeted mats in their factory packaging. Up top here across the back, what you see is your interior cargo cover. This extends outwards and locks into place with these little hooks on either side. That way you can keep private anything that you have stored in your rear space from any prying eyes looking inwards. For your third row passengers, there is plenty of storage and cup holder spaces for them. And in the back, we also have two different options for charging adaptation. To close up your space here, you can simply reach up to the handles on either side, or you can reach up to this fabric strap on the right and pull it downwards. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside here, your interior upholstery is the black leatherette. We have this light gray stitching for a bit of contrast. You also have this handle release on the bottom outside portions of your seats, which will also allow you to adjust your seats to lay them down flat and move them around in order to give yourself enough room for people to make their way to the third row seating space. Second row occupants have access to the folding down armrest/cup holders. You've got the little pop-up cup holders in the middle there. All of this easily folds away to increase your seating space. On the back of both your front passenger and front driver seats, we do have the mesh pouch storages. Back of your console, you've got your air vents and charger options down below. And we currently have the Toyota rubber mats throughout your unit here. Plenty of storage space inside your door. Now, if you take a look at your front handle, you'll find these two double lines on the outside corner. This indicates keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, simply tap your hand here to lock and unlock. Inside your door, power windows, front and back. You've got your window lock up top, then your power lock system. Underneath your handle is where you will find your memory seat settings, which of course means electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, and your lumbar support. Hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Above that, this is the trigger for your surround view cameras. Simply give that a press, and then your infotainment will switch to your camera view. You can press it one more time to switch your perspective. One more click, and it will go back to its normal infotainment display. Next to that is your control for your 400-watt AC 120-volt and 400-watt outlets. You then have your rear windshield wiper defrost, automatic headlamps, your dash brightness, and side mirror controls. Taking a look here at your steering wheel, Left-hand side is controls for your radio, volume, and your hands-free communication. Right-hand side, controls for your dash display are up top. And then your cruise control down below here, including your sonar and your lane departure. Up top is where you've got your clock and your four-ways, and then you've got your infotainment display as we saw a moment ago. This is your main home screen. You can customize it a bit depending on which different displays you want up top here. Aside from that, you've got your menu with your destination, auto phone, apps, projection info, and then all of your general setup. So of course that means your clock, your theme settings, further customization, voice, phone, nav, apps, etc. Under that is your audio listening. We have AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and we have optional USB adapters. And all the way at the bottom is your built-in navigation, fully touch sensitive, and as we saw, you can opt to have this available to you through your home screen. Bottom left is your volume, bottom right is your tune scroll, underneath is your climate control. We have dual climates up front so that you and your front passenger can have your own unique temperature settings, or if you turn off your dual, they will work together in unison. Defrost for your front and rear windshield here, and then all the way at the bottom is your USB port, 12 volt, and then in the middle is your heated and cooled seats. They will come being pressed in rather than raised outwards. Simply press it to have it pop out, and then you can twist your dial to adjust it to your preferred heating temperatures or cooling, or set it all the way in the middle, and then it will be turned off. To the left of all of this, you've got your push start ignition and your heated steering wheel control. All the way, you have a little cubby all the way at the bottom. You have your controls for your two-wheel, 4 high and 4 low. All of your storage spaces, you've got wood grain trim on your gear shift. And then all the way at the back here, this is a power window control. This controls your rear power windshield to raise up and down for you. Right hand side of your dash, we've got more wood grain trim. You then have your lockable glove box as well. Up overhead is where you've got your sunglasses compartment, traction control, A-track, downhill assist. 1, 2, and 3 are your garage door openers. You have SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and controls for your moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota 4Runner Limited 7-passenger in the color gray or underground. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.